Hey everyone, Brandon here with Shepherd Tactical Supply. Today we're going to go over the installation of our guide rod for the High Point CF380 C9 and now YC9 Gen 2 Yeet Cannon series pistols. So we'll go over tools you're going to need. Today we'll be using our hammer that we make. You need to get you one of these. These things are pimp. ShepherdTacticalSupply.com is where you can get that. Both sides are removable. The brass and the polymer come off, can be changed out, made on our Swiss machines. It's just a really trick, and I like how aggressive the handle is. It's good when you're out in the shed or in your shop doing a lot of work, sweaty hands. It's good to hold on to. We're using our bench block. Ours is cut with two V blocks, a large and a small, for different size things. This is really great for working on AR gas blocks with, pinning and such. I do like our little 9mm we mill in there, and that's pretty cool. I do also like the fact that we have multiple holes. Okay, so a lot of different pistols have different size roll pins. So you flip this bad boy over to where it's this side up, lay your pistol on it, line up your roll pin, drive it on through. Be using our 3/32 punch. This one right now we source from somewhere else. It's for sale on our website, but soon this will be replaced with one we make ourselves, similar to our 1/16 punch. This one's made in our Swiss machines, and we leave it that really cool heat treated, almost case hardened color. It just looks real neat. It's very functional. I love these tools. Alright, so first things first, let's go ahead and lock and clear. As you can see, we are empty. We're going to lock it all the way back. On a high point, you got to push it all the way back and push the safety up into the notch on the slide. Remove our magazine. For those of you who have not seen it yet, there you go. And yes, we do. It's way in the future, but we're already, myself and a couple others are already working on a design for this thing. We're not sure when we'll have it ready, but right now we're in the preliminary drawing stages, so be on the lookout for that. Okay, so our mag's out. We're going to go ahead and remove, if you have the threaded barrel version of any of these three pistols, you'll remove your thread protector. Okay. Now that we're all the way to the rear, our thread protector's off, weapon is empty, mag's out. I'm going to take it. You're going to drive from left side of the pistol out to the right. I'm going to flip it over. I personally always like to use the biggest hole on something like this because it's kind of hard to see past the chunk. That's another reason I like our bench block a lot too, is rubber's a lot more forgiving if you miss the hole, as opposed to hard plastic or metal or something like that that'll chew up your roll pin. Alright, now, as with any other firearm that you're pulling off the slide and whatnot, just think of it like you're pulling apart your 1911 or your Glock and you're pulling out the firing pin plate or the back plate. When we go to take this off, alright, we're going to remove the safety and let the slide go forward. When we go to take this off, keep your thumb over this, because this is under spring tension and this is the retaining plate that lines up with the firing pin and everything. So you're going to pull it back to about here, pull it up, and then once it's off, you can go ahead and let go, take the slide off. There's your high peasy slide. Set that off to the side. Now you've got your frame. You're going to remove your guide rod and spring. Right. Now the stock guide rod is plastic. Just gets chewed up after a while. I have not got to shoot this pistol yet, so I'll be improving it right off the bat with our guide rod and testing both the pistol and the guide rod at the same time. Alright, so you put your metal guide rod on. We're going to slide spring first, guide rod sticking forward. Okay. Now that we've done that, we're going to take our slide. We're going to have our thumb or finger over this as we assemble everything. First, you're going to slide the barrel through, making sure that this little nubbin here, this is actually the part of the slide that the guide rod rests on and, well, guides the slide. Alright, so once you have that passed, you're going to line up right here. So your holes, you know, kind of line them up. And this thing has a tendency, it's a little undersized, so you might have to give it a little wiggle because it wants to turn in the slide a little bit. But once it's in there, go ahead and rack it all the way to the back. Put your safety up, hold your slide in place. Now we're going to flip the pistol over. We're going to drive from right to left. The hole on the right side is actually a little bit bigger than the hole on the left. So that's why we drive it that way. Now you want to make sure that you are at least equidistant. Brandon's favorite word. You don't want to be flush, and you don't want it protruding out one hole or the other. Just for the simple fact that you want as much of that holding in this frame, since it keeps the slide in place, but also you don't want the roll pin sticking out and slowing the slide down. So take that, put your thread protector back on. Now mine, I have already removed the magazine disconnect safety. Okay, so mine will work just fine. If you have the magazine disconnect safety still in yours, I'm going to show you how to do the proper functions check. We'll do it with and without with the mag. Alright, so first things first, put your mag in, you're going to rack it while you hold it, pull your mag out, let your slide go, put your mag back in. This is why I take the mag disconnect safety out of this thing. Alright, you're going to listen for your reset, and then bang. Okay, we're going to go through that whole rigmarole again. This time we're going to put the safety on and try and pull the trigger and release the grip safety, take the safety off, grip safety, bang. Everything works, and we are back together. You always function check your firearm after you've installed parts. Make sure everything's put back together, even when you don't take other stuff apart. And that's it, guys. We're done with that one. I'm going to get this thing out to the range this weekend, and I'm going to start shooting it. I haven't got to shoot it yet. I'm actually really excited. I make the meme gun with the other high point, but this thing is actually, it's pretty neat. And I think for a lot of people in areas, as long as it functions well, this is starting to get to be a $300 gun in some places. Alright, so just bear that in mind, but I think it's a pretty sweet little pistol, and if anything, it's a really fun range toy. This one, I was thinking about getting milled, but instead, we're going to send in the 10 milli, and we're going to do an RMR cut pattern on that. We're going to try that new Bushnell optic on the 10 milli high point and a couple other guns that I've got. One of them being my SAR9. We'll run it through its paces because we're looking at maybe offering that new Bushnell. If it holds up, we'll offer it on the website. But that's going to wrap this one up, guys. Thanks for sticking in, but lose it at the end of the video, Brandon. Thanks for sticking around to the end. Thanks for buying our products. We really appreciate you guys. Remember, we make gun parts because we're gun people, and we make the things that we want to put in our weapons just the way you do too. So on that note, everybody have a good day, get out there, do some shooting, and God bless.